Hello.
Morning, boys.
Morning.
Good morning, good morning. I was on mute, I didn't even realize. All right. We got CPI coming on.
Roger, you know you're muted, right?
No. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we got CPI coming on today in 2 hours. That'll be interesting. CPI is a very high volatile news, so there's going to be so you have to plot out high time frame zones for the news to come in. So when we look on the 4 hour, the bigger high time frame zone is going to be one is going to be down over here around 15:30, and the next one is going to be like when you look left. Some people look left all the way here, right? But you gotta look left right over here, the most recent left. Like this wick right over here, like top of this wick, which is what, 40 pips away, 40 pip, $4 move. And now when we're looking at the small time frame, we can see that okay, like maybe this is some sort of an area where gold might come up to, like, have some issues because price ranged here before, so it might range here again.
Morning.
Hey, good morning. So yeah, should be good. GG on the other hand, I thought it's going to continue moving up, but now it's in the range. It's in the range because it rejected this. It formed a bearish candle. And whenever price forms the bearish candle or something like that, you always ask why. Why did it form bearish candle? So you look left, you're like, oh, okay, there was support here, and then there was resistance all the way there. So maybe that's why it formed a bearish candle there. And now when it rejected it from down here, you look left, you're like, oh, okay, there was support here too. So maybe it's in the range now. This is a 20 pip range almost, 17, 18 pip range.
Yeah, I got stopped out.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, it's okay. So, like it's in this range now. So there's no trade. Like yesterday. Fuck, man. There's nothing.
I know, bro. Fuck.
Would it not be considered a retest to continue up? Yeah, but there's resistance. Man, people fail to understand this. This is resistance and this is support. Price needs to break resistance to continue going up,
Correct.
and it needs to break support to continue going down. So if it is a retest, you need to see some sort of a support formed here. Like maybe, like I believe it's gonna go up too, like 100%. I believe in that, but need some sort of more confirmation, like maybe a 30-minute bullish close or another 15-minute bullish
Or
close.
maybe just a bounce back here and then another bounce back up.
Yeah. So maybe this would be a good trade. Oh, it's running hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It broke the high of the 15-minute candle.
Oh, fudge.
Ah, fudge.
That was a booby trap candle.
Hey, good morning, Rakeel.
Hey, good morning.
I managed to caught that DJ buys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. 42,800. So I'm thinking about closing it now. Because it's resistance.
Yeah, things are gonna continue moving up.
Yeah, me too. At least, 10 pips.
I'm in GCAD buy, so just looked a bit clean.
Oh, nice one. Based on a 30-minute.
Yeah, broke the zone. Wait for it to flip bullish. And then to it.
You see gold coming back down for this resistance.
Yeah, gold is gonna. I would wait for CPI for gold.
Yeah. Check out the 15 on it though.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing, dude?
Good, good.
Good.
What's this?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Oh, wait for pull here to appear to continue up. Yes, that continuation looks good. I mean, it should continue up. The only thing is, if I take a buy now, this is taking a buy at resistance. It's going to be a 10 pip stop.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, could still make it work.
Yeah, for sure.
Raj, I have a question.
Yeah.
So here you can see form some sort of bearish candle, right? But then if the market start moving up, is this left a candle here negated? The clean candle on the left
Yeah.
is negated, right?
Well, what's happening now is reacting. Yeah, you're right. Like it negated it, and it's respecting this area as resistance.
Okay, I see.
But it could break through it.
Yo.
Hello.
What up, man?
What's going on?
Wow. Oof. Come on, GJ.
Yeah, I entered a buy on GJ.
Me too. 10 pips on.
Something
The
like
previous
this.
one I sent in the chat, I got stopped out.
I really believe it's gonna continue moving up.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it is. Yeah, look.
Stop is below the current 15-minute candle.
Mine too.
Yeah, it's got some nice momentum.
There we go. So I broke that bearish high. And it's pushing up.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Close.
Yeah, boy.
Beautiful.
Nice work.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Well
Perfect,
done, man.
guys.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Day's done. Thanks for coming.
10 pipas. 10 pipas for the day.
Now we shut her down and go play COD.
That's it, bro.
No,
Done.
no, I can't play COD. Not much better.
That was perfect.
That was a lovely trade.
Yeah.
So who called it?
Raja,
No.
Mac.
Mac doesn't have the balls to say I just entered. He followed me. Like when I said I entered, Mac's like, yeah, I entered too.
I was drinking coffee. And I would have said it.
You both called it, all right? You both called it.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you know the funny thing is, like in our group, people fight about who was right
Winning.
first.
Yeah, who've won? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Who
I could send you the WhatsApp. Look, when I entered, and I entered back in.
back in what 1990?
2014, yeah.
Man, that was a quick one. If you waited, oh man, you missed it.
Yeah, we had-
You
we had a
have to
similar one.
execute real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. The reason I had my TP up over here was because if you look left, there's all this high traffic,
Yeah.
right? So price might have some issues breaking above this area.
Breaking that.
It's also a good mirror of that candle to the left as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going for that gladiator candle, or that bearish booby trap to stop me out. And then I want to make coffee.
You're all about coffee.
All about coffee.
This week I've taken one gold trade and the rest were just pound.
This week I took one gold trade and I got 50. It was 50 pips.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I entered at 1538.
Yeah.
I closed at 1544. So now, like, whoever's in DJ price, they need to, decide if they're gonna close or not.
Just got
Therefore-
2 wins in half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, GP CAD moved as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
GBCAD just looked a bit cleaner to me than the yen.
Yeah. Okay. CPI, they're expecting bad numbers.
No, for real? Nope.
Man, someone's got their mic in their armpits or something.
Matthias.
Alright. Yeah, so gold, I think, well, if they're expecting bad numbers, then gold should continue up. You know, so like 1550, like back up to 1550 if they're expecting bad numbers.
I was looking at 51 this morning, yeah, as a potential area.
Yeah, because they're not just in a good range. So I'm just gonna wait until 8:30.
Alright.
What the fuck? Dude, I closed at 143 even. Why is that? Oh, I think I closed at 143 even.
Gold 30 minute.
Oh, yeah, damn.
Looking for buys. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good, but the only reason I would stay away from gold is because of CPI. But it looks good to go up. I mean, the 30-minute candles are making higher highs and higher lows. You can see all these, this candle higher low, this one. So this one needs to break this high to make a higher high. But at the same time, you know, there's CPI. So that's what's kind of like, you know, making me not go on gold. So now when you look at levels on GJ, you would find that now GJ has entered this second step in here, right? So basically this was your first range, this one, and now it's entering the second range, right? This is the second range. Oh, GJ still moving, god damn!
Damn, bro. Right now, that's where I have my TP at 143.06. So
Yo,
like 6
that's-
more tips.
That's a good
But
move.
Yeah. I closed that at 143.0 even. So 6 pips less. Yeah.
Corrected that move from pre-London, Chris.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we did well with the sales, I think, but that was the overall hope, because if you look to the left on that hour, that's what I was kind of hoping we'd get, that same kind of thing.
So people on YouTube, if you guys like this trade or took this trade, just give a like, because you know when you give a like or a dislike, YouTube spreads this stream to everybody in the same niche, right? So
Yeah.
it helps a lot of people. some people think that they will dislike the video and it's not going to get spread. It will get spread because that counts as engagement. So, I mean, that's even good.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What up?
How you doing, guys?
Good, man. You're late, man.
Me late?
Bro, look.
Come on,
Look at that.
Look at the trick.
you started 18 minutes ago. 18 minutes ago. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta be quick, man.
You already missed the trade of the day.
Oh. Elon's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I called it.
That's Mac, right?
Yeah, Mac called it.
Yeah, Mac was in from 142.50.
Matt
I
was
know.
in from last week.
20 lots.
Like 96 times.
Like
Oh,
97 times.
Mac is the man.
Yeah, it's a
El
good-
Papi.
Poppy.
Buy gold now? Question mark. No, I think you need to wait for CPI.
130. Oh, sorry. 130 my time.
BP, where you at though?
Me,
Yeah.
Spain.
Oh.
But same as London time. So
España.
España, papi.
I didn't know it's the same. I thought it was an hour difference.
Yeah, like it's an hour from
Yeah, that's mainland. Right now I'm in Canary Islands, so it's
Ah, I see.
Oh man, Monty can go see you.
Man, no, you're good. That's it. That involves airplanes.
yeah, man. Whenever you want, you're invited, Monty.
I appreciate it, man. I ain't walking though.
The Canary
Yeah.
Islands.
It's too far.
Wow, can't believe it. First thing in the morning. You know, in the morning when I woke up, I saw this move down. I was like, I should buy it right over here.
Me too, bro. I said that when
I should buy it right over here. But then I said no, I because if I buy right over here,
that
and
would
then
be so sniper.
yeah, but then guys are gonna question me. Oh, but you say
Yeah.
wait for a candle to close, bullet.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, if I take that trade, Rakeel will fucking kick me out.
Yeah, I will.
When I take my sniper trade, I know out on your face that you want to like fucking kick me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like motherfucker.
You have good analysis, but you overtrade sometimes, man.
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I take good entries, but I just I don't know.
I think you overtrade when you have a lot of downtime at your work, at your business.
Yeah, like
That makes sense, man. That
that
makes
makes
sense.
sense. When I'm bored, you know. It's that I like trading, man. I just like it. Like I'm addicted to it, but yeah, I do overtrade.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hi, my name is Mac, and I'm overtrade.
I just backtest whenever I feel that urge to trade.
I mean, I can go on demo, but it's not the same. Demo's just stupid. It makes no sense. So maybe I enter like on lower on lot sizes, like a 0.05. Like yesterday, I entered on gold because I had like a but it was at support. I entered at 15.38 and I closed at 15.44.
Yeah, we were looking at price from about
Well,
what was it?
goddamn.
1540.
Yeah, 15.40. But no, that's just doesn't matter.
Chris,
I closed.
Mr. Monty,
Yo,
what's your views right now on gold?
leave it alone.
I'm waiting for it to go above 1,547.
I won't be trading it with the news coming.
Man, someone's got some echo.
Ryan.
God damn.
Damn, Ryan. Yeah, now I'm pretty sure he's white.
Not Ryan.
Take a month looking at the same pair at the same time. I promise you that?
I think it's gonna keep.
One sec.
Yeah.
Testing. Oh, it's gone. It was
Ryan.
no, it was Stefanos.
Ban
Sorry,
hammer.
Ryan.
What's up?
Oh no, there's a lot of echo, like when you're unmuted.
Ban him like IG banned me.
Take a month looking at the same pair. Promise you will know read candles. Yeah. So, when I started trading GP CAD, oh wow, G is still running up. Yeah, when I started trading GP CAD, I remember Siad told me about it, and I looked at it for 2 months straight. I just, like, you know, I'd come through New York's session, I'd have the chart open, and I would just look at it, like forming candles and moving, and then I was like, man, okay, this is, I can maybe try to take some trades on this thing, but it took me like 1 or 2 months to really get that confidence, because this thing moved really, really hard. Because look, this candle is like, what, 40 pips, right? So I saw that as potential opportunities, but it's not like I opened the chart the first day and started to trade it. I watched it for about a month and a half, and then I got confident enough to just, you know, try to take a trade on it, and that's how I got comfortable on GP CAD.
Like GCAD moves the same as GJ?
Kind of different because it's influenced by CAD too.
But you say like a 40 pip candle. Wow, that sounds juicy.
Yeah. On the 1 hour chart of GJ, it made a low, and I expected it to retest that low. The retest low did not happen. Yeah, I mean, I looked at it in a way that, okay, it rejected this resistance, came down, was rejecting this here. This 15-minute candle closed bullish, but it was a small body candle, so there wasn't enough confirmation. But as this candle broke the high of the 15-minute candle, I said to myself, okay, you know what? Even though my analysis is bullish, I posted analysis in my group about the monthly chart. I'll show you the monthly chart right over here. So if you look at the monthly chart, my analysis is that this monthly candle has to go bullish at some point. So, like, you know, overall higher time frame, my analysis is bullish. So when that 15-minute candle broke the high of the previous one, I was like, okay, you know what? If I take a buy, my stop is going to be 10 pips below the 15-minute candle. And I mean, the worst that's going to happen is I'll lose 10 pips, like, whatever. So I took the trade, and then it eventually went up. So that was my analysis. I mean, it was an impulse trade, had to act quickly, had to exit fast, you know, because the only entry criteria was kind of like rejection plus when it was breaking the high. So when a candle breaks the high of the previous candle, there's a higher chance it's going to continue moving up. And once the 30-minute broke the high of the previous 30-minute, I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is going to continue moving. But that move happened really fast. If you look on the 5-minute, yeah, this was the move right here, like boom, came up.
Man, we got a real challenge on the torch account, man.
Man, that torch account is a fugazi. It's
What? You got the info, Kev?
Yeah, I got the info. This dude,
Send it to me, bro.
This dude is hitting home runs, man.
No way. Let me see. Send it to me.
Who, man?
What's that?
Yeah,
Actually,
he's
that's boring.
He went from 3,000 to 1,700.
In one day? Nah, you kidding?
No, he lost it in a few days.
Oh, okay.
Nah, this is a new person, man. New person, man.
Let me see.
New account. It's not
Yeah,
Drew Weezy.
Nah, this dude
No,
is
it's not Dreamy.
The good fella.
I just like seeing like how they start trading out of the $3,000 account and just like little by little just blow it. Boom.
Yeah, 80% of them, they just blow it.
80%, I mean 100% of them. on it.
No, I think one guy he went to 6,000, but the rest.
Yeah, but he still blew it.
No. I think the one that reached 6,000, he didn't.
No,
the Q
7,000.
said he
bro.
put it
7,000.
up, then put it down.
7,000.
Put it down.
Nah, the first one didn't blue. He went to like 67, and then he
Yeah,
went
exactly.
back to 3. Yeah, he didn't.
He
But he
didn't
didn't
blue.
make it though.
So far, Danny Boy was the best.
No, for real?
Yeah, Danny Boy was the
Yeah.
guy that.
I think Danny Boy
Yeah.
had the most risk management.
And Danny Boy even brought it back to life. He jumped on it last week and brought it back to life. That's
Yeah,
why
man.
it's still continuing.
Oh, for real?
All
Yeah,
these guys,
right,
man.
'cause- Yeah, that's right. They had the juicy banks and.
Yeah, they say
Danny
they
Boy
trade for a
funky.
living and they cannot make money, man.
Nah, bro.
Funny.
It's pure marketing.
Mac, I posted the info in the
Yeah, I saw it right there.
Yeah, someone asked if CPI is low, then gold will go up. Yes, that's correct.
So now we're in the 30 minutes.
Yep.
And tomorrow we got that potential signing of the deal as well, or not signing.
Ooh,
Oh, for Brexit?
No, for the tariff stuff for China, US. That's
Oh.
important.
Oh, damn, you got me excited.
No,
There's
that's
CPI on
important,
Tuesday.
man. That's
Oh.
important.
Yeah, the CPI for the pound though tomorrow, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's tomorrow, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about some trade, some deal going on.
Oh no, that'll be the end of the week, end of the month, after the end of the month.
Oh, that's right. It has to be meta-traded for. Okay.
See, now if G just continues to go up, you have to see that maybe, this is an area where it might head off to, because, this is the next resistance here. And then after this, we have another zone right over here, up here. We look on the 4 hour. Yeah, that makes sense on the 4 hour too.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. And after that,
Yeah.
we have a big one right over here.
Oh, he's up. He's
So-
up and running.
So essentially now the current 4 hour candle has broken the high of the previous 4 hour candle, which increases the chances of the next 4 hour candle also to continue moving up.
Yeah, massively. I've been waiting for that for a little while. Because when I was looking at it on the 1 hour to the left, it kind of did the same stuff. It just broke down before it got to break the top point. And
Yeah.
now it's actually broke it now. And it looks like we've got more potential to continue, I think. As long as the 4 hour close is pretty high, I think we'll be good.
Remember, what was it, the month before December, I think? That it was just raining for like a whole month?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was deadly.
What's your opinion about the discussion chat in TradingView? Discussion chat. I have no idea what that is.
I guess that. Oh, that? Oh, he's talking about once you enter tradingview.com, there's like a bunch
Yeah.
of ideas.
Yeah, there's like community chat stuff.
Oh! This guy took a buy as well on GJ. He's bullish.
That's right.
Nice.
This is some guy on TradingView. Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. I'll take buys.
Oh, wow. It's actually on GU buys right now. Running. Let's cut that wave here. That's it. Oh, he kicked that.
I think my runner is gonna get stopped out.
Oh, you still running?
Yeah, I'm a runner.
Oh, shit. So you have those only 3 positions. Oh, well, this guy is pretty good. He actually bought a rejection on 30 minute. He actually bought it during London session.
Raja, if gold breaks this zone on the 1 hour and it closes below, are you going to short? No, because this is 30-minute support. It's breaking this. I'm not going to short because, there's CPI news coming in an hour and a half. So I would rather wait.
I cut the gold sales. I'm up like 16.
Nice. Because even if I sell right now, then you gotta picture your stop, right? Okay, the candle closed with no wick. So the stop is going to be around like 30 pips. So it has to be above the previous candle.
Yeah, it's probably getting ready.
I closed it now.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, this guy's trading with no SL, no TP. Oh, yeah, he's got a fucking TP. No SL.
I should have left the runner for the news.
Whatever. What? It's just going down.
Yeah, so if you...
Raja. Sorry, you got it.
Yep, go ahead.
I was just saying, I like a GJ buy now that it kind of broke above with a wick. It's retesting another zone right now.
I wait. That looks a little deadly right now for buys.
My resistance is different.
I'm just trying to figure out why that moved so far. Whether that was actual news.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Boys and girls. The thing with GJ though, maybe the previous 30-minute candle was a fake out.
I'm considering that now.
I'm considering it a continuation, as long as it respects the low of the 30-minute candle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in order for the continuation, yeah. It's going to need to respect the previous low.
Yeah, for the wick fail.
So,
did you close your buys, Mac?
Me? Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah.
I closed that at 143 even. But my TP was at 143.06. Like right at the top of the...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I think my deadline just spread out a little bit and closed off 143 even. So I missed like 650.
Yeah. This morning we took nice sells on GJ with Monty.
Yeah, man, that was decent.
Oh, you've been up since?
Yeah.
So someone asked a question about, candles with no wicks, which is on gold right now.
Right.
This candle closed with no wick. So usually when a candle closes with no wick, this means there's no range for the next candle to continue down. But of course, it can go down. But from what I've seen is that there's a 50-50 chance. So I tend to not get sucked into those candles. Like this could seem like a really, really good sell. But at the same time, this candle can just wick down and continue moving up. So for that reason, I just ignore that.
It's nice to have that feeling of confidence. You got that range to go for. Effectively, if you got the wick, you know what I mean?
You've got so much traffic on that left.
I got him buy for GJ.
Nice. So it's all about the risk that you're willing to take. And you only got to take once or twice a day, that risk. That's it.
Yeah, don't be like me.
Yeah. Would it not make sense for the 4 hour to continue on GJ as yesterday GDP numbers were lowest? I mean, if the 4 hour is going to continue on GJ, right, then you need smaller time frames to create some sort of a support, right? So the number one thing that you can look at from a smaller time frame perspective is that, okay, maybe we had a rejection here. And now, price has kind of made some sort of a support here for these candles to continue up, right? So now you can say that, okay, for the 4 hour to continue up, the smaller time frames should stay above 142, let's say 750. That's the condition you're going to put on your bias. That, okay, my bias is buys if and only if price stays above 142, 750. Oh, you meant bearish. Well, I'm not going to answer that now. You fucked up.
Damn, Kyle. You fucked up, Kyle.
Knowing when to have restraint and to not get involved in the market is something I'm focusing on. Yep, that's very easy. You know, the moment you feel like you should be in a trade, that's the point where you should not execute at all, because that's when you've missed the move. It's usually when you miss the move, you get that FOMO. You're like, oh fuck, I gotta be in this trade. I gotta be in this trade.
Yeah.
You know, and mostly the points where you're just calm and you're just thinking about, okay, it's gonna go one way. That's the point of execution.
And you know what's funny? That you're so used to that you still get those feelings.
Yeah. What feelings?
Yeah, exactly.
I got no feelings.
No feelings.
I got stone heart, man.
Nerves of ice.
Nerves.
I don't know about the nerves bit. I just don't care. I do get twitchy fingers sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's when you drop a 50 lot, like, right, rakeel?
Anong getting ready? Saan ang puntaan?
Whoa. How's TikTok going, dude?
Pretty good.
Many things that have you vanished so far.
It's very funny. I've never seen it.
He's a trip.
Re-entries on GJ when we see a bullish candle on 30-minute. I mean, I don't. I think re-entries are going to be good if you see a like 15-minute candles even closing above 142, 950, so that you can say that okay, price created a high right here, and now it's staying above this zone, so it needs to stay above here to continue up.
Yeah, that 43 level's pretty strong.
Yeah,
it's been like that for a little while now. So I actually thought yesterday in Asian it was going to go up and use it as a support to continue, but then obviously it broke down. But that's kind of was my original thought. But it's pretty strong.
Oh, I got a problem with being patient with my losing trades. I never see a $50 profit. I closed my trade, lost a lot of good trades. Any idea to improve? Yeah, just focus on 1 or 2 trades a day, and half your problems are going to be solved. Trust me, man. If you guys can do this experiment and just focus on 2 trades a day for a week, half of your problems are going to be solved.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, then you need to stop trading. I mean, I hate to say it, but
he said that to me a million times. So.
Yeah, because then mentally you're not ready, because discipline is about taking 1 or 2 trades a day and calling it a day no matter what the outcome.
You know what, Raja? 2 trades a day, keep the torch away.
Yeah.
Good one.
Like a great example are the live streams here, where we take 1 or 2 trades a day and then we post it on Instagram, the whole week's record. It's all 1 or 2 trades a day, and it works. And then you have the torch account where they don't take 1 or 2 trades a day. There's no risk management, and it doesn't work. So the signs and examples are all around you in the world. You just gotta pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So don't be a torch, be disciplined.
Yeah.
He's currently like about to hit that 30-minute.
Raja, shut the fuck up. We ain't all rich. Well, Gold Trading TV, first of all, what you need to do is change your username from Gold Trading TV to something else, because
he deleted the messages.
Yeah, I know.
You can see him?
No, he's been on the stream for a long time now.
So what the fuck is he doing here?
Long time viewer. Yeah, we have a lot of good guys here.
With his devilish hair?
I'll stop.
How to know when volume enter London, New York open, the trend direction will continue or reverse? Well, you look at your higher time frames, right? Let's take a look at gold. Now, when we look at gold on the daily, what you see is that gold daily is in a bearish trend. At the same time, the daily candle, it wicked from a price, right? So now you're like, okay, why did it wick from this price? So you draw a box here, you're like, okay, purpose, I'm going to keep this in mind, right? It's in a bearish trend, and it's pulling back a little bit. Now you go to the 4-hour chart. Now the 4-hour, the previous one, it was bullish and it reached some sort of a resistance here, right? So when price reaches a strong resistance or a strong support, it means two things. That's going to get broken, but with a lot of volume in the market. So you're like, okay, now price is ranging, and this range is what? This is a $8 range. So when you look at the news, there's CPI news. So you start to map out that, okay, if CPI is bad, right? If CPI is bad, what's the potential for gold to run up? You know, so you start to look at candles. You're like, okay, there was a wick over here. So maybe, 1550 could be a good target if the numbers are bad and gold runs up. So like, okay, perfect. So this might be one of the zones, right? The next zone could be way down over here, 1536, if the numbers are really good. So now you have two zones marked. Now you go to small time frames and you start to see that, okay, do I see some more information here? So this was a resistance on the 1 hour. 1 hour is reacting to some sort of a mini support right here too. And you're going to see that price will start to range just before the news. And when the news hits, price is just going to go whoop or whoop. I like the way you work, but sometimes you're offending the community. Please stop. Well, it's okay, because you know what? The market is going to offend you way much more than I'm going to offend you. So, I mean, man, it's all good. This is a very, very productive. I think YouTube here has a very productive environment.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of education and it's knowledge, man. Everything's knowledge.
Yeah.
There's a lot of knowledge in this room.
Man, I was getting offended too when I wasn't winning or when I wasn't being disciplined. As long as you're disciplined, you can't get offended.
Yeah.
Why would you get offended?
I got offended that you all take GJ advice. I missed it.
Hey, same here, man.
Oh,
no, I'm good, man. Sorry, dude. Sorry.
This is nice analysis here. Price made a high, waiting for price to come down to create some sort of a support to continue up. That's good anticipation.
Yeah, for CPI especially.
Yeah, for USD CPI.
So price can continue bullish.
Yeah, not sure how the USD CPI is gonna move GP CAD, Mac, but
oh, I know. I thought it was GU.
That's
no, because this guy's on GU, the torch guy.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, EJ sells.
Yeah, that's kind of broke some structure. I like that.
EJ?
Yeah, I was looking at that early one today. I don't look at it normally. I used to. Actually, I like where it sits now. It's not too bad.
I'm waiting for this 30 minutes to close, and then I'm going to enter.
Yeah, it makes sense. I like that.
Yeah, the take profit makes sense too down over here.
For sure.
But
yeah.
this one I would kind of make it safer up till here, 122, 250.
Yeah, 250 was kind of my level. I think we spoke about it earlier, Caval.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's 250. I think we said ish.
Yeah, so it rejected during London, and now it's starting to break. And then once this 30-minute closes, I'll be in. Because the last one, it kind of rejected it. And there was a doji. It didn't really close below my zone. Yeah, so my zone's exactly the same as yours, so I don't.
Yeah, very much sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. If this closes bearish, yeah.
Yeah, it's got some good options.
Oh, shit. I haven't seen EJ in a minute.
Forming support again. Buying within the gold range. It's a little aggressive, but then again, I would say wait for CPI.
Also, wait for that to close.
Yeah, I'm not entering yet. It's just like analysis. Just waiting for CPI.
Oh, okay. Uncle Ted, I always enter trade late. Man, who's this echoing, man? I'll probably remove you. Who's this? Please fix it. There's no such thing as entering a trade late. Well, I think the better question should be, hey man, whenever I enter a trade, my stop is way too big. And that would mean you're entering a trade late. You know, whenever you plan a trade, the first thing you need to plan is your stop loss. You need to see that where your stop loss is going to be. Like, let's say for some reason, if this goes up, right? This candle right here. And if you enter and then you're going to say, okay, you know what? If I enter right over here, my stop is going to be, let's say, hypothetically speaking, down over here. You're like, okay, awesome. But if someone stops and they don't enter and they decide to enter right up over here, their stop is going to be at the same level. You know, now you've entered late because now you know your stop is way too big. But if you entered right over here, you would have a smaller size stop and you would say, okay, you know what? I didn't enter late. I entered at the right time because now my stop loss is big enough that I'm okay with it. So the difference between entering late and early is like having a stop which you're going to be okay with it. So even if you saw a very great trade opportunity on gold, would you still wait for CPI? Yes, I would still wait for CPI. That's one of my rules, and you know, you gotta follow the rules.
Follow the leader, follow the leader.
Oh, nice one, Chris. Was this in London session?
Yeah, man, that was what we done this morning. Well, me and Coleman were kind of going through it. It was good, man. It was interesting. We missed the first move because that was kind of a little bit impulsive and came out of nowhere. But then we just waited for like a little resistance to form and wait for a continuation, wait till it's broke below that little candle, and then took it down to the 4 hour, which is about 25 pips or so, which was nice, man. Real small.
That was really good.
Stop loss. Yeah, cheers, man.
Really good.
That was live too, you know.
Oh, you were live?
Yeah, I was happy with that one.
Nice.
No, it's nice.
How was the live stream going?
Very well. Yeah, not too bad. Had a few issues with sound and stuff, but that's just early days yet, you know. But yeah,
so
it's
you streaming like Rakeel's doing on
yeah,
YouTube?
kind of. Yeah, man. Yeah.
So,
Yes, it's doable.
so someone's looking for sells on GU. I would say wait for CPI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait for CPI. FX Kyle, I have to agree, honestly, I enjoy the information, but I'm not a fan of how people are treated. Well, Kyle, you know what? When you're on the road and you break the rules, what's going to happen is cops are going to treat you very badly. That's what's going to happen. You know, but if you stick with the rules, no one's going to treat you badly. So if you scroll down to the description, there's a video here. And if you watch the video, I promise you, honest to God, you will have a seamlessly like a robust experience here on the streams. There will be no issues because you would know the rules and you would know how to post charts and all those things, and it's going to be an awesome experience.
And we're going to treat you right.
Yeah, you know, like we have a lot of good friends here on the stream.
Yeah, I love Chris.
Who doesn't love Chris?
I hate you all. I got no friend. Yeah, it's a good community, man. It's decent.
Well,
Yeah.
our community, other people are just there for the money.
Yeah.
Something that really helped me in trading is to put my focus on market structure, higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, so you know what? When I started to trade, I was told that trend is your friend, right? And when trend is moving down, what does it do? Trend makes a low, makes a higher low and lower low, higher low and a lower low. So that's the trend, you know. So if you trade the lower highs, you're gonna have profitable trades. In the same way, when candles are moving down, they will make, you know, like a lower high and a lower low, lower high and a lower low. So those are your trades. So when candles are making lower highs and lower lows, you know, your stops are going to be above the high of the previous candle, because if that high is broken, let's say if price starts to move up and breaks this high, then that downtrend is not valid. So the same goes for the candles. You know, so if this candle broke the high of the previous one, then it's not valid anymore now.
Look, like this guy saying gold up or down.
I'll be nice in 2020.
Yeah, be nice, please. No. Just don't ask that. Don't. No.
There's a lot of that going around right now. Be nice in 2020.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they are. Someone said to me once that, hey, like, you know, you need to be more professional on the streams and have a more like a professional, like, you know, like environment. But then I said, if I do that, then that's not me.
That's not you, right?
Yeah,
that's not you.
Real.
Like,
You're not being real.
Yeah, I have to be myself. I have to be me.
Man, if you don't like it, you can watch else. There's other stuff to watch, man.
Yeah,
You
like,
gotta be yourself. You can't.
You gotta be yourself, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be like, I'm courteous, I'm professional. And...
I think people should stop playing the victim role.
Yeah, not the victim role. It's just that they want like a, I don't know, like a trading center type thing. To speak with a British accent too.
My analysis for CPI is to wait for CPI. That's my analysis for CPI. Is to wait for CPI. See, now if GJ is going to go up, it needs to create at least higher lows, because as long as it starts creating higher lows, then it's going to start accumulating, and then there's going to be one candle that's going to make a higher high that's going to go boom, because that's how price moves. And, you know, if it's trending up, it's going to create making higher lows, and then one candle is just going to bust up, boom. But there's no confirmation yet. Take a look at this chart here. Gold, 30-minute entry, TP1, TP2, TP3. Yeah, but the only problem with this entry is that what if news just pushes it down and stops you out, and you've just lost that trade? That's the only problem with this entry. Or, you know, if CPI is going to be bad, right? So maybe gold will continue moving down to grab liquidity to move up. You know, that could happen too. So you got to keep those things in mind. A better entry would be to wait for CPI, because, man, trust me, taking an early entry with anticipation price is going to move up with the news is, I would say, that's foolishness. And I used to do that too. So, you know, you just got to change a few things. Man, last year at this time, January, I found out that Quadriga died, and I lost $170,000 in Quadriga.
Yeah, it must have been a tough month, man.
This week, last year, holy fuck, that was like someone stabbed me in my heart and my dick like multiple times. Like, no, Raju.
That's a bit of a shock to the system.
170,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a shock to the system for sure, man.
Yeah, but then I realized that, man, it's gone. I mean, it's gone, donezo.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Fuck, man.
Yeah, it's better move.
Get on with
that. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, someone's eyeing GP Cat over here. Yeah, this is good. I mean, if you can see a bullish candle forming, then it's retesting the support to continue moving up. right? So you need a bullish candle forming. Also, you would not want this candle to break the low of the 30-minute, because if it breaks the low of the 30-minute, then there's a chance it can close back in the range. So now you have to be very, very patient with this. So yeah, exactly. Because it made a high, first of all it broke resistance, it created a high. So now if it's going to continue moving up, it has the 80% chance it's going to retest that high. So now you need confirmation. A confirmation is going to come from some sort of a bullish candle forming here, so you can say, oh look, we've made support. Now if a support has been made after breakup, this means it can continue moving up. So patience is required here. Yeah, that Quadriga guy didn't die. They're just chilling right now. Whatever.
Yeah, they got a new yacht.
Yeah. Okay. EJ. Ooh, it's pulling up. Yeah, this 30-minute close is going to be crucial. You know what? Since people are in this trade, I'm going to monitor it.
Oh, what was that?
EJ.
Yeah.
Wicks don't lie. How did you deal with your loss? You know, if you would have asked me this 2 years ago, I would have said I just cried. But this time I was just angry because of the manipulation. I was just pissed off because there was so much manipulation and there was no accountability.
Sit and cry.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I moved on. I was like, fuck, man. I told a few people about it and I was like, that's it.
It's when you live and learn with stuff like that, so you get moving after.
Yeah, man. After that, I said no more Bitcoin. Fuck that. If I can't hold it in my hand, it's not mine.
Yeah.
I had a similar thing happen, but I can't even remember the name of the company. It took absolute tons of people's money.
Oh, you can't name the company?
No, I can't even remember it. It's that I just can't be arsed. It's kind of gone out of my head, to be honest.
Maybe it was BitConnect, no?
Oh no, nothing like that. I'll have to figure it out. I can't remember. I literally just can't remember the name of it. But.
Yeah, you know what they did, Rodriga? They even sent letters. They send NDAs for clients to sign, and that signature meant that you can't talk about Rodriga, and if you sign it, you're going to be put into the pool of people who will stand a chance to get their money back.
I had the same thing with this other company. Exactly the same. Yeah, 100%.
I was like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, we had the same stuff. If you were to sign it, you had the chance of getting paid back a percentage each month or something.
Yeah, stupid.
I was like, yeah, whatever.
Gold. Retest to make higher low, then head higher. Target 1, target 2. Yeah, this makes sense. You know what? CPI, what it can do is it could make gold spike right down till here 1540. So this is all anticipation. It's not like it's gonna happen. We're just anticipating. Because if it spikes down and then continues up, man, that would be a good move. When you guys make
Sorry, go on.
No, you go on.
I was just going to say, on the 1 hour, I think it was, to the left of where you are now on gold, there was an important wick, and that was kind of the level we were at for some reason. There you go.
Oh, right there.
So, see there, that was kind of the level we were playing with that was important.
Yeah. I think that level is negated by the market structure created right here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I aimed at it as a potential target coming back, because that's kind of a mirror of that big candle that you've got, the big bearish one now. Yeah, because they were taking buys around the, I think 1540-ish, which would make sense.
The thing is that you get buys from there, you might get a little pullback down to like let's say 50-40 flat. Continue on.
What if price is in a range and reaches but never closes above resistance? See now, these kind of questions, these are very open-ended questions. You know, there are infinite number of possibilities that can happen. So if we start talking about possibilities, man, we can start talking about them until the sun rises from the east. No, west. Yeah, it's the opposite.
Or wherever it does, wherever.
Or wherever the fuck it rises. Well, it rises from the east. It sets in the west.
I'm gonna Google that.
It rises in the east.
Man, you shouldn't
From the
have.
east. It's from the east. You're wrong.
No, I was right. It rises from the east, sets in the west.
You said the west, and it sets in the west.
He said in the east.
Oh, he said the east. Alright, you're right.
Mac, don't you think sometimes you should have stayed in school?
I actually got a bachelor's.
Damn.
Oh, you got a bachelor's. Nice, man.
Computer science.
A PhD also.
Nah, PhD in party club.
So you see now the 30-minute candle on EJ, it closed bearish, right? With no wick to the top. So this means one thing. This means that there wasn't enough volume for it to continue up, so it closed bearish. So, I mean, if you're still in this trade, I think this is going to be a very nice stop loss, like 5-6 pip stop, with the potential right down till here.
That's the name, right? Monty? Trade with Monty?
I don't like
Yeah.
The mirror effects.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, with little underscores if you. Yeah, I see like Ted's kind of bit. See underneath. What's that for anyway?
Sometimes in trading view the zone is broken, while on MT4 from a broker the zone is not. Yeah, do what you feel is comfortable with. That was exactly what I was about to say.
I thought that was Vincent. And then I read the thing, I was like, oh, it's not Vincent. Vincent, worry.
I think if people start focusing on anticipating moves and then studying them later on, your learning is gonna, like, increase tenfolds.
Exactly.
You know?
That's journaling.
Yeah, like
I mean,
instead of
you have to do it.
like instead of saying that, oh, we had a zone over here, then this happened, why did this happen, I don't know. Like, okay, if price is here, let's say on your JPY, right, candle close bearish, and now if you're anticipating price to move down but you're not taking a trade, you're just anticipating it, right? And if it works, then you know, okay, you know what, you anticipated this certain thing and it worked. And then the next day you you look for the same thing, and then you do it again the third day, the fourth, the fifth, and eventually by the 30th day, if you're looking for the same things, you start to make sense of it. You start to say that, okay, you know what, I looked at this for, maybe this happened 24 times, and out of those 24 times, 14 times it worked. So then you go say, okay, you know what, I'm on to something, like this is working. Instead of saying, oh man, I took this trade, I don't understand this or that, no, you gotta, devote time to one thing.
Where you get your experience from.
Yeah, that's where you get experience from.
So I mean that trade I took this morning actually was a little bit more of an anticipation thing than I've seen something, if that makes sense, which is something I've changed a lot recently, just from watching this and seeing what everyone else does.
Yeah. We got 1 hour left for CPI here. Man, that GJ trade was amazing.
Yeah, what a nice call, right?
I was so happy.
And it's literally as soon as you came on as well.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's like, yeah, time for end of it now. That's it.
Hey, did you take any trade? I want to take a trade. No. And then people say, man, your attitude is bad. Come on.
Hey, do you need to take a
Come on, give me a winner, Rakeel. Give me a winner.
That's funny.
Yeah, buy gold.
To be fair, you haven't written it on the screen yet.
Yeah.
No.
Wondering how old is this guy? I'm 32. I'm going to turn 33 in May. We have another guy here, Chris Monty. He is 41.
57.
47.
Just because of my haircut, bro.
Yeah.
Come on now.
He's 57. He's about
Oh, you're a bunch of dicks.
Oh, you're 41.
Oh, hell no.
I thought you were 43.
No, I'm not 30. Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn. That's rough.
So
I'm kidding, man.
So we have a lot of new people here today. If you are new, if it's your first day or second day or the fourth day, I would say scroll down to the description and there's a video. In the description there's a video with the rules. You need to watch that video first. Okay, I'll post it here as well in the chat. What should I do if I come across issues of having 100% win rate? What should I do? I think you should hide yourself.
Let me know.
Yeah, or let Mac know.
Let me know what? If I come across the issue of having 100% win rate,
Hey Rakeel,
hey.
What do you think about euro pound buys? Because as of right now, we rejected like support. We got a bullish candle.
You know, if you send a chart with your analysis, that would be great.
All right. One moment.
You made 40 pips on GJ. Wow.
Me?
Yeah.
40?
Yeah, no? 142.60 to 143.
Oh, from yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, those. Yeah, that
was on Asian, right?
No, New York. Yesterday.
New York, okay.
Yeah. No, Asian session. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Asian.
EJ's gonna head up, I reckon. Potential fake out.
That was the buy I took to see if the monthly candle is gonna flip. But I closed.
What was that? On GJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have buy stops in place for that, just in case we continue past 43. And I thought we could then flip it, but it didn't come out.
You increased size, right? From 5 to 6 lots.
Yes.
Nice, man.
I felt confident.
Very nice.
Yeah. How old were you when you started trading? I came across podcast you did on Spotify. I was 29. No, I was 28 when I started trading. 28. So I already had a job. I had decent money saved up, you know. So I was in a good financial place before I started trading. And then I went into a bad financial place. And we went into back to good. So I was 28. No debt. No, I had student loans like 9,000.
That's nothing.
Yeah, my brother had 44,000.
Yeah, nah, I was gonna say here that that's nothing.
Yeah,
man.
that's nothing.
Yeah, because my 3 years of bachelor's I did in Pakistan, so we had to pay cash up front, so we paid that, and then I think I did a year here in Canada, so that was like 9 grand, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to rack up this bill. I've already done 5 years in bachelor's, so I'm like, okay, I'm done, I'm good.
Yeah, I think I was about 50k deep, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I still have one. Mine's at 42, I think.
Yeah, but you're like 12. So you're still going to have one.
I mean, I'm not like 12.
What did you guys do?
A degree in motorsport engineering.
Okay.
What's in the UK? You pay the same fees every year, no matter what you do.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter if you do something like medicine or you do something like accounting. For every year that you're there, you pay the same amount each year.
Right?
See.
I think it does change slightly when you go to different units as well, though, I think. But it's
Yeah,
still quite similar.
It doesn't change.
Oh, just not
the difference is like £500 a year, tops.
Oh, okay.
Only if you're a foreign student, then it's stupid fees.
Yeah, with this chart, this is what I would keep in mind here.
All right.
Oh, what's this? Euro GBP. Oh, JPY sells. Wow, it's a big stop, man. I think the stop should be over here. Like, if you're gonna have a big stop, it should be over here. Let's take a look at this chart here. Oh, nice.
Maths the charts.
That's the chart. So resistance forms, you're expecting news to just drop. Yeah, that's a possibility with news. Are you guys live every day? Yes. If you read the description, it says Monday to Friday every day. Broke support, retesting previous support, stop loss above previous bearish candle. Yeah, I would say this would make sense. Your JPY. Yeah, also the 30-minute too. 30-minute needs to stay above, below the high of the previous one. So we were looking at GP CAD here. You see here, the candle didn't really close bullish from 30-minute. It's just starting to come down. So you know, there's no retest to go up. I think when people graduate with student debt or loan, their job should be equivalent to the amount of loan they have. Like, let's say if you owe 50,000, your job should be 50,000 a year. Like,
no chance, man.
Like for the first,
easier said than done.
Like,
yeah, man.
For the first 5 or 10 years, so that you have a chance to pay your loan off.
Bro, seriously, I got paid like when I went to work, I had to start like an apprentice type thing, even after I got a degree, and I was getting paid like about £100 a month. And you try paying 50.
£100 a month?
No, sorry, it's a week. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, are you an immigrant?
That's why my hair fell out.
£100 a month isn't even close to minimum wage.
No, a week, man. So yeah.
No wonder you lost your hair.
You know what?
Bro, not years. Come on now. Yeah, that was just after the war, you know. So yeah, no, it was hard.
After the war.
It was tough.
It was on the Third Reich.
No, but it was strange. I wish it could be like that, but you kind of got to start at the bottom and then work your way up, and then once you get to that level, it's fine. But
yeah,
it's helped you with the discipline and stuff, man. Because you know for a fact at the weekend you have to spend all that money.
Bring it to me. I said, bring it to me. I have to log in.
My first job in Canada was $9.75 an hour.
Is that pretty good?
Yeah, minimum wage.
Yeah.
It was minimum wage, yeah.
Yeah, they played me. They were like, you can have that money, but we'll give you free stuff like clothing and stuff. I was like, man, that's not going to pay my bills. You know?
Yeah, like, bro, I'm not homeless, man. I got bills.
That's exactly it. It's not, if you keep paying me this way, I will be homeless.
We're gonna give you food
It's alright though, because that's some really good polished boots, you know.
and shelter.
Okay, so stream, this stream is all about posting charts. If you are new to trading, you need to go to babypips.com and you need to learn some basics, because when you come to the stream here and ask questions like where do you take entries, what do you do, this and that,
You get roasted.
those questions will not be answered. The only question that's going to be answered is if you post a chart. So see, Manuel right, sent a chart. So we're going to look at this chart over here, because when you send charts, that shows me and that shows us that you're willing to do some work. So we're going to look at this chart here. Possible target. See, now we know what Manuel is thinking. He has a support down here and he has a resistance up over here, and he's saying that if price breaks above, he's going to take a buy up to the next zone at 1.30970, which we look left is here. So now we know his thought process. Now if Manuel would have said, hey guys, if I take a buy on USD CAD, you think it's going to go up? Then he would have had a retarded answer or a retarded question, but he had a smart idea here. He posted it, we looked at it, critiqued it, and it makes sense. But Manuel, you have to wait for news.
Rakeel, was there a point where you realized, like, all right, I could start maybe not risking more, but start pumping money into my account and actually,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like,
what was that significant, turning point?
Yeah, there was always that point. Like I remember, man, there's a lot of echo coming from your side, Stefanos.
My bad. I don't know what it is.
I think it's the speakers.
Is it better now?
Hello? Testing? Yeah, it's still there.
Still.
Yes, the speaker.
Just explain your answer. I'll keep the mic on.
Yeah. Like I went to a point where I was consistently making 300-400 a week, and then I said, okay, you know what? Maybe I want to pump in 10,000 more now, because I'm confident. I'm confidently making this amount for let's say 2 months. So naturally you get that progression. Naturally you start adding more, or naturally you start upping the risk and lot sizes. So it just comes naturally. I always tell, at times guys come to me and say, these people, they run businesses, so they have money saved up. They're like, hey, you know what, I'm going to start my account with 10,000. I say, no, you know what, start your account with $1,000 and see if you're consistent for maybe 2-3 months. If you're consistent for 2-3 months, then you can afford to put in the next 5,000 or 10,000 more and just go along with that. But starting off, always start small and see how you act. See how you hold yourself here in the market.
Oh yeah, I went through that.
Okay.
What is that? Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
What was that?
I like that.
It's
Hey,
funny.
Roger.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I wanted to know what time frame you like to consider the most, I guess, for fake outs. So, for example, GJ and GCAD right now.
GJ and GCAD.
I like GCAD a little bit more.
Well, GJ is rubbish right now.
GJ on the 1 or GCAD on the 30 minute.
Yeah, GCAD, if you're going to consider this a fake out, I would say if this candle closes bearish, you would want... So, first of all, you're going to see where your stop is going to be, right? So I would say a stop loss is going to be above this wick right here. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm going to probably wait for a little bit of a retest.
Yep. So now for this to work, you want this candle to close bearish, and then your entry is going to be anywhere, basically. You can enter when the next candle retraces, but your stop is always going to remain the same. Because now you're going off of the 30 minute, and 30 minute is a strong enough confirmation too. So this would be a cleaner version of a fake out. But if you look on GJ, let's look at it on the 1 hour. Yeah, see, this is a very dirty version of a fake out. Because there's support right down over here. And it kind of wicked up and didn't,
I think you could even argue that gold is a a bullish fake out or a bearish fake out?
I don't know. Gold has CPI, so the CPI can severely like change the dynamics of the market here with gold. But if I had a choice to take either GPCAD or GJ fake outs, I would go with GPCAD because it's much more cleaner move up, broke above, now it's breaking back down. GJ, very dirty. I'm not even going to consider it. How do you overcome mental roadblocks? Well, you just need to focus on 1 or 2 trades, because the only way you get a mental roadblock is like, let's say you come first thing in the morning, you take a trade, you win that trade, and then you take another trade and that trade is a loss, so now you're at break even, and then you take a third trade to go back and profit and you lose that trade, and now you're back in the loss, so now you have a mental roadblock. But if you just took one trade, you won that trade, and you're like, okay, you know what, now I'm done for the day. And then you come back the next day, and then you look for another one trade. Then there's no mental roadblock. That's it. Like, I had 1 buys, I won those trades, and now if I take another trade, or if I try to force a trade, I might end up losing those profits. So the best thing for me to do is to just be like, okay, I've taken my trade, I'm profitable for the day, and then I'm going to say, okay, you know what, I'm good. Whether it's $50 profit, $100 profit, $500 profit, profit is profit. A winning trade is a winning trade.
Yes, sir.
Whether it's from a small lot or a big lot, a winning trade is a winning trade. Got stopped out at break even for the runner. Close. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think you moved it to break even too quickly when the candle was still open. Based on your experience, how often do you say fake outs occur? Well, that's like asking how often you think it rains in Canada.
A lot.
I mean,
Really?
I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm about to Google that.
I think the main problem people have is that they try to perfect trading. They try to find the perfect entries, the perfect scenarios. They don't exist. Just like a perfect person or a perfect female who cooks and cleans doesn't exist.
No.
I'm sorry. But, I mean, things aren't going to be always perfect. There will always be, inequalities. Like whenever I take a trade, my stop is going to be like, let's say, below the previous handle. There will be times price will come down, stop me out, and then continue to go my way.
GCAD yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like GCAD yesterday.
I just had a 40 pip trade on GJ.
Oh, nice. What was that? Like the sell?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, to sell, man. Yeah, I had the fake up.
Nice.
Oh, 40?
14.
Oh, 14.
I was about to say 40. Where
No,
yeah,
no.
I started counting 40. I'm like, where the fuck
I'm
is
like,
40?
goddamn, got it off the wick?
No, just 14.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, damn, you got
What
more
was your risk
than I do.
reward on this then?
It was
Had to be under
3.06.
1-to-1.
It's not even 40 pips. I'm like, damn, he's got balls. I'm like, oh shit.
3.06, man. My risk reward ratio.
The 3 to 1?
3.06. So, yeah, 1 to 3.
So now the people.
I have my stops at 142.950. I stepped in at 142.902. My take profit was at 142.760.
Right at the support. Cool. Good.
Oh, nicely done, Luke. Very nice.
Thank you.
Now the people talking about the torch challenge. What the fuck do they? What do they care about the torch challenge?
No, we're not talking about any challenges.
Ah.
Nah. that shit was good, man.
What's this? 3-pin bar close. Re-entries made on the test of Asia lows. Oh, okay. You expecting this to continue moving up? What do we got? We have 30 minutes almost left. I'm an accountant, so everything has to be exact, and it's challenging for me to think in probabilities. Any tips? You know, from what I've seen is that people who are well educated, they tend to perform poorly because I don't know what it is. Either like they're really good at their jobs and they want to be really good at trading, and they can't really accept that fact. So, like, you know, and like people who, I mean, let's say me, right? Like my background was from working on the oil rigs and then worked in sales. So when I was working in sales, I knew there's all probabilities. So it was kind of like there was a bit of a learning curve mentally, but overall I kind of grasped the concept that okay, there's probabilities. It's always not going to be perfect, or I'd never be able to pinpoint the exact entry. You know, so
yeah, I think a lot. Like I used to do that when I first started out. Like overanalyzed everything. I just looked at everything so hard, and I'd never ever make a trade based on that.
Yeah.
Adding to that, I'm an accountant too, and I mean there are times in accountancy where you can use your judgment, and so you might not do the same thing another company does, and so based on that, you can kind of be like, I get what you're trying to say in terms of probabilities and things like that, but it's just kind of have to follow what you think.
Right, yeah, you want to be on point. You want to be
take the risk.
Yeah, that's what my accountant says. Like sometimes when she runs into issues, she says, "Well, we can file the return, and then let's see if they come back with more questions." I'm like, "Okay." The probability is like, so far they haven't came back with more questions.
He sounds like a good accountant.
Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean?
I'll have to pass his details on.
Yeah.
I'm a physicist, so everything in probabilities for me.
That's cool.
So like when you're walking down the street, you're thinking the possibility and probability I might get hurt. So I don't run, I would rather walk and I weigh the benefits and risks in front of me.
Oh shit, man.
And why you don't go out to speed?
Shit, that must make your day to day just impossible to live with.
Yeah.
Best
like
not
walking
drink
down
this.
the stairs, am I going to get hurt?
What's the risk and reward? They go downstairs or not?
So I drink this milk or not? No.
And should I have this cat and get rabies or not?
The cloud in the sky. No, it might get struck by lightning.
No, I'm like that too. I tend to overthink a lot, but I just execute. I like to execute. Like I like to see the risk, and I don't know. It's just.
Oh, very nice. The best thing I learned in college for probabilities was statistics.
Statistics, yeah.
I hated it, but for some reason it made sense.
I love statistics.
It's like
also
5 in this.
Calculus. It was really hard because it was about possibilities and statistics.
If there was no CPI, Raja, what would you do in this case? I would look to take buys on gold as this candle is closing bullish. So I would take buys on gold if there was no CPI. And then I would expect it to continue up to 1545 and then with further momentum continue to 1548. But there's CPI, so we gotta wait. Wicks don't lie. When is Ted back on the...
What the fuck? Just because I don't say anything? Like, Jesus Christ.
Where's Ted? Is Ted here? Is Ted here?
Jeez, wow.
Oh, he's here. Look at the fucking chat.
He's only been on it for at last hour or two.
God damn it.
If there's nothing to add, I don't add. It makes no sense just to talk to hear my own voice.
Fuck, let the man alone, bro. Fuck.
Welcome back,
We'll
Ted.
miss you, man.
Yeah, it's like everyone just wants to hear me speak, and it's like there's conversation here, and I agree with it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I agree.
Fucking annoying.
That's it. Rattled his cage now. He's going to go on one.
No, it's just stupid.
Are you recovered, bud? You're back to normal?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Rakeel, you said be right back?
Oh, I'm not sure.
No, he put it on the chat, but he put it under his personal account on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Okay. My setup, buy stops like Carlos said. Let me see the level. So buy stop around 1545, and sell stop at 1542.
I'm just watching GJ just in case I get a 4-hour flip.
Oh, I'm just gonna wait until makes the move and catch the retracement. Yeah, I don't want to get slipped.
Yeah, I ain't playing with no news. That's a new rule for this year.
No news for this year? No news 2020?
Nah, I'm not playing no news, man.
What about the retracement?
After events, yeah. Picking up pieces is fine. Not guessing directions, fuck that. Not my game.
Okay.
Not this year. Out of the ones I took, to be fair, I did actually do pretty well overall, but it was more 50-50 than,
I actually did pretty good on NFT last week.
Interest rate decisions weren't too bad because that's like a continuation after, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If it got changed, then it will, carry on that direction mainly for a little while.
Well, yeah, that's true. I shouldn't.
But other stuff, not so much. So that's a new kind of rule. I'm not sure how it's going to play out though, because if that's going to make me take less trades potentially, because there might be a bit of news later in the day. Like now, I wouldn't take a trade for CPI, for example. Not sure. We'll see. Give it a first quarter and see how it ends up.
I'm gonna actually check the history of CPI, see what happened last year. Okay, Forex factory shift stuff. Alright, so January 2019. It was neutral. Nothing.
Oh, bad. I was replying to a message.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. I mean, just remember, like when you set up your stops, the possibility of getting into slippage, possibilities into getting into slippage is gonna be higher, especially for like a let's say like a medium strength of news like CPI, Consumer Price Index. But that's up to you. You could either get slipped down. It could actually whip down to your sell stop and then continue up. So you just be careful. When I do sell stops or buy stops, I always do either one or the other one. Mostly, it follows trend. Like let's say right now, trend on the 30-minute on gold is bearish. Most likely CPI will be good for dollar, making gold drop. So I'll go with a sell stop. I don't know if it makes sense. Not just don't even trade the news. Look for the like the after effect, the ripple effect, for the correction, and might get a good entry.
Good. Great. Look good.
Thanks.
EJ starting to drop hard.
Yeah, that broke that level pretty well when we were looking at earlier.
Yeah, I didn't take it. So the previous bearish 30-minute, I didn't like that rejection.
Yeah, and when you look at the hour, it's not a strong break, if that makes sense. Of where we kind of marked it, I wouldn't have been keen myself. I'm kind of getting really back into that after watching it, after we spoke about it the other day.
EJ is nice. It's just there are times when like you'll go the week and you won't get a single.
Yeah, EJ
Yeah, for
is
sure.
just. I stopped doing EJ already. It's fucking annoying. Especially donation, it's just fucking annoying.
I think it was 20. I can't remember if it was 2015 or 15 or 14.
Yeah, around
it was
that,
like
like
the whole.
97. Yeah.
I literally just after the war when I used to trade. As I pay for a pen back then, carrier pigeons and all that.
Yeah.
No, I literally traded EJ the whole year by myself. Like that was it. I did nothing else but that.
It's just. Yeah, I think EJ is just like the big brother of UJ. I don't know if it makes sense.
If you're starting out, it's definitely a better pair to trade.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, start off, it's a good pair, really good pair, same as UJ. And you can move up to like, I don't know, let's say GPAC or GU or GJ or even go, take some time.
No, it's 2016. I basically sold it the whole of 2016.
Yeah, I remember, right? Back in 1986.
Yeah, that's it, man. I had some hair back then too. I had some real hair back then.
I'm fucking with you. Look at my hair. I'll show you.
Bro, I've seen your hair. It's right nice.
You gotta get a haircut, dude. Look.
It's
just brutal.
I'll still be jealous, man. Grandad Trotter.
Fuck, man. Brutal.
Yeah, I'm still jealous of that, man.
I'll be jealous. I'll give you mine here.
Yeah, I'll go come claim it when I come to Miami at some point.
I'm in New York, dickhead.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to come to Miami.
Oh, okay, whatever. Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna have the meetup thing down there. But so far, like my hair here, you see, he's got like a little entrance.
You want to start worrying, bro?
Yeah, bro. I'm about to get those drops.
Yeah. As soon as it starts, man, it comes quick. Believe.
Yeah.
Very experienced in that matter.
Absolutely no respect from Mac towards himself.
Once you get success, someone says once you get success, your hair will grow out of pure respect. Yeah, I need to get a bit more successful to grow mine back. Shit.
Bro, stop worrying about your fucking hair, bro. Look at LeBron.
Man, I've got to look. Yeah. Well, I've got to see it every day. I've got to see it every day, man.
You gotta see it every day.
Yeah.
Get it tatted then. Get a look. Go like this.
All right.
And then put a tattoo like that.
Just get a wig.
Hell no, I'll just cut it all off.
Just get a bowl cut.
I won't need one soon because it's stuck around the sides as well.
Yeah.
Hey Mac, where you from, bro?
Me? I was born in Cuba.
No, I was talking to the other Mac, not you, bro.
Oh, fuck off.
No,
What's up, bro?
Now, would you say you Cuban? Born in Cuba?
Yeah.
Oh, where?
I was born in Cuba, then I moved to Miami. And then I moved to New York to start my company. I've been in New York for three years already. Yeah, it ought to be 3 years. With my company.
You know, if you look at... No, never mind, I forgot.
Oh my god, this guy. Can you keep that little thingy off, bro? That shit like bothering me. Like the...
What's bothering you?
I don't know, the training view.
Ooh, EJ is now moving down.
You see on the right side?
I might take an entry depending on how this 15-minute closes.
Yeah. I guess this 15-minute here was the confirmation because it finished bearish.
It depends if you're only targeting like 250, whether the risk's enough. But
yep,
I don't know. Well, it would be now, obviously.
Yeah, it's gonna go down there because there's clean traffic.
Yeah, for sure.
Clean traffic. Broke below this wick over here too. Hello, Wick's not by. Hello, Richard. Did I smoke one? No, I went to make coffee. Possible TP.
What was the last thing you did? We created EJ.
We created EJ, excuse me?
We created EJ.
Oh. No, not me.
Yeah. About EJ, it looks like it's gonna drop like 20 pips. It drops like 2 pips. And there's some potential drops for 60 pips right now. Like whoever wants to enter. Say, stops below the previous 30-minute candle and you're up like that.
You know what I really think? I think if the numbers are going to be bad, gold could spike down to 1539 and then continue moving up.
Jeez, that low?
Yeah, man, that's 35 pips. That's not that low. And then continue moving up.
39 even. That's
40
pips.
So you know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to have a
sell stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to have a sell stop here. But then I could get slipped too. So.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna go for the retrace.
Yeah, no slippage 2020, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if we get a 1530, 1540, or even 1539, like you're saying, buys from there will be good.
Man, 1520 is far away.
No, I said 1530.
Oh yeah.
90.
That's also kind of far away.
Bro,
we'll see.
I forgot.
Alright, let's anticipate this news here. And a buy stop at like 1546. Yeah, 1546. Cause that's the 1 hour resistance it created, which was also support from last week.
1540.
Yep. Yes, sir. Why do you expect such a big move on CPI? Because Cardi hack CPI is a red folder news. High impact expected. Look at that. High impact expected. Oh, what's yellow, someone may ask? Low impact expected. You know, CPI is the consumer price index. Where is it? Consumer prices amount to the majority of overall inflation. Man, you know what? I don't even trust this speculation because NFP was supposed to be good. It didn't make any sense. That was the biggest manipulation ever.
It did the same as last NFP.
Yeah, but these are supposed to be December numbers, you know? Just garbage. They try to get money out of you any way possible, you know? Do you believe in that, Mac?
Now you sound like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's all, everything here is conspiracy. Like these candles, they're just lying to us, man.
They're just fucking lying.
Yeah.
Showing right now.
Exactly. They're catching on to us now. Oh, these guys don't trade indicators. Let's try to fuck them.
Yeah, there you go. No Mac, no nothing.
Yeah. Let's
do the sell stop about 1540.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, 1541 sell stop.
Let's see what RSI says here.
I don't even know how to use RSI.
Where'd it go? Oh.
In the log?
Oh.
How do you read that?
So, this is not RSI.
No.
GJ new low.
What's this? Oh, are these? Whose trades are these? These aren't.
Those are strategy made based on RSI.
Oh. Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck is going on here.
What's on Ichimoku?
Ichimoku is Japanese indicator.
Yeah. Ichimoku is Japanese indicator.
It's like a 10 or 20 EMAs altogether.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Ichimoku?
Don't waste your time on that.
Okay. This is RSI right here. Got it.
It's,
so right now it's ranging. That's what it says.
and you got divergence. I think so. No.
I don't know.
My bad.
Hey, can you please take that thing off on the right side?
Wow, man. Now, can you imagine if you're only looking at candles, you have a bias, then you look at RSI, you have a different bias. Now you need to make sure both things align properly. God.
Not confusing at all.
No, wow. That's like two, man. I can't believe I used to do this, back in the day.
How do you read an RSI? Can you explain it to me?
I don't know, and I don't give a fuck, man. I'm gonna close this. Don't know, don't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can you take the thing off on the right side of the screen? All those ideas.
Yeah.
And you?
Alright, what's this?
Okay, never mind.
Do you have anyone streaming in London? Yeah. 2 guys trade London, trade with Monty and Todd Capital Group. Trade with Monty. Doesn't know about Ichimoku and trades. That's funny. What do you think about GJ? Man, GJ is ranging now. You see, GJ is in this range between 142, 950, and it's ranging. And yeah, I think it's bullish. It's just ranging here. It's just resting.
If you look at 15, it exceeded the previous and didn't exceed the low. I took a buy myself.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Did send a chat, but you're busy.
Nice.
Just to like a small, just to see. But I like the option.
Oh, right. It didn't expect previous low. Yeah, looks good.
Just on it, base that level was pretty strong earlier as well.
Hmm.
We'll see.
I'd wait for the 30-minute to close, but yeah.
Yeah,
sense.
I was looking at 30-minute. I mean, I've got a little bit to play with after this morning, to be fair, so don't mind the risk, but we'll see.
Oh, someone sent a chart. Alright. Oh, they're in bias too. Buy a stop opportunity. Yeah?
Yeah, man.
That's good. Anticipating bullish move, and EJ is still dropping here. About to reach 250. Man, oh man, oh man. What are you gonna do, CPI? What you gonna do, CPI?
What you gonna do? What
When-
you gonna do when they come for you?
Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? CPI, CPI. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a one lot pending orders. Yeah, I'm gonna use one lot pending orders. Five minutes, 4 minutes before the news. 4 minutes before the news.
That sell stop. Alright, so I'm gonna have my sell stop down at 1542 even. Hopefully we'll get 1538. We'll take it up.
Yeah, you know, there are like 9 minutes left, so gotta wait. Got the support, got the resistance. I think pending orders should do good with the CPI, but we'll see what happens.
So I'm thinking it's gonna be like a little spike up and then continue down.
Oh, what's the target for good CPI? Target for good CPI should be around here, 1536, 1537. Yeah.
Looking good, Chris. Ah, he's gone.
Gold is just fucking people who are trading right now.
Oh wow, I've been talking and no one's been hearing me.
No.
Oh wow.
Second time this week, Rakeel.
Ah,
You're getting older.
Again.
I know Mark mute you.
Man, I said so many
No, I
nice
didn't,
things.
bro.
God damn.
What the fuck?
Man, you've been in winter. Man, you've been on this stream almost a week now, man. Get out that winter break mode, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Come on, snap up.
Yeah, like the last question was that if I'm afraid that the price is gonna go against me. And to answer that was no, not really. Because like, I used 12 lots this morning, so if I'm gonna be use pending orders, I'm gonna use one lot here. So even if that one lot goes negative, it's not gonna like I'll be okay with it. So the most thing is like the only reason you're afraid to be in drawdown is because your lot size is too big. Oh wow, EJ hit target.
Or you're risking what you're not willing to lose.
Yeah. EJ
Like, it
came
doesn't
right on
matter.
down.
Doesn't matter what your lot size is. Once you put the lot, once you admit that you know that if this trade goes against you, you're risking $50 and you're willing to lose $50, you're fine with it.
Yeah, that's true. You're okay with it. You're like, okay, you know what?
okay
I'm
with it.
fine with it.
Yeah, man. That's why I took that trade because of what had happened for Asian and London. I don't mind.
And then what I always tell people is if you're up X amount of dollars on the day, you don't have to risk all your profits. Just risk a small percentage.
Yep.
You still could trade the rest of the day as long as you use proper risk management.
Is same forecast a good or bad CPI? If the news is as expected, then that's good. That's why you see sometimes, like when they cut the rates and the rates are cut, so that's expected news, gold drops, and then gold starts to rally later on. So
that's your bias for today.
What?
That's your bias for today?
Yeah.
My bias on CPI is gonna stay the same.
CPI?
0.3, yeah.
Okay, then we're gonna drop. Then at least it should come to 1540.
1540.
Yeah. It's like 30 pips away. All right. So the only thing, buy stop. All right, let me place this here.
Got my sell stop at 1542.
Okay, so I got a buy stop at 1546.20, and I got a sell stop at 1541.80. Yes, sir.
gold may push to 1546 and then drop.
Yeah,
If the CPI stay the same. You know?
that could happen too.
Oh, look. Went up.
Yeah, I guess it remained the same. Did it? I closed my sell stop.
Core was down to 0.1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my bias. Stop loss is 1547. I'm gonna start selling right now.
Oh. Oh.
It's a dumb idea, but
I closed my buy stop as well here because I was expecting a straight pipe up, straight piping up, but straight piping up didn't happen.
Yep.
Damn, I just put a kill. I've been talking all this mess and I
well, the core CPI came bad.
Came bad.
Yeah, if core CPI came bad, then we're gonna have a
continuation.
Nice push. Yeah.
Nice push and then pull back.
If CPI was bad too, oh man, it would have just rallied hard.
I agree.
Yeah, I got the buy.
Easily 1550.
I got slipped 20 pips, but I caught it.
Man, it didn't even move that hard.
I know.
Yeah.
How'd you get slipped?
Because I had a buy stop at 1540, 1544.
Oh.
And it only executed at like 1545.
Holy shit. Man, you're gonna need to contact the service, customer service department, your broker, man.
I only got 7 pips out of that trade, but
whatever, something.
Because I on the 30-minute, what I did was on the 30-minute candle, I had a buy stop at 1544.30, and it slipped all the way to 1545.80. So the trade was basically, I just got killed on that trade.
That's weird because the move wasn't that hard.
No, it wasn't that hard. It was just the spike up, the initial push. Yeah, I didn't lose, but I didn't win what I was expecting to win. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh well, it was fun. Yeah, my buy stop was 1544.40, and it entered at 1545.79.
Hopefully this one, I'm sorry, man. Hopefully this 1 hour candle close above the 1545. So we can take some buys above the 1547 all the way to 1550.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done everywhere. See you for the day. I'm done. Bye.
Bye.
Ooh, at least EJ reached targets here too. After a break.
Yeah.
Still falling. See, this is the thing with gold. Like, I mean, it didn't break down. Numbers were bad. I think by NYC Open, it should start to rally up. That volume has to come from somewhere. Like, I mean, if it's not going to reject 1546, then it's going to run right through it.
Well, the fact that we were holding support at 1543 for the last 5 hours sort of helped me in my decision to say we were probably going to bounce a bit up, but now it seems like we're caught in that range on the hourly.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of rejections on the 15-minute to sort of create the bias for that push up.
Yeah, what a waste.
Raja, the month on month was bad, but year on year was on target, which was 0.2 up. Oh, that's good. What happened with GPCAD? Ooh, GPCAD is coming right back up. Gold gonna keep going up. See, now the problem with gold to continue to go up is it needs to start closing above 1545. If it starts closing above 1545, then the chances of it to continue till 48 and eventually 1550 are higher. Right? So you see these candles, these two candles close below. So this candle needs to close above it, and then the smaller time frames are going to give you some more information that's going to start to move up. What's this rise thing here? RSI strategy. How the fuck did this get here? Okay, someone sent a chart. Oh, can't open it. Please one tomorrow though, so I think it's expected. Oh, I don't know. All right. Oh yeah, we remember this chart.
Oh yeah.
TP1 reached, next TP2 and TP3. Getting some resistance here.
Looks good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm out, guys.
Oh, where you going?
Probably go to the gym.
Oh, nice.
All right, bye, guys. Bye, Ted. Bye, Rexy. Bye, Kev.
Take care, Mac.
Bye, Mac.
Take it easy.
Bye, YouTube.
Mac D.
Mac D.
Mac D, the indicator, Mac D.
Looking forward to the US to keep getting around, for gold to lose ground. Yeah, see now technically if gold has to lose ground, it needs to break below 1542. Oh, someone hit buy on gold. Well, you need the candle to close above, man. You need to wait for the candle to close above. Why put something up if you don't want people asking questions? Well, you know, the questions are going to be answered when we feel like they're going to be answered. You know, because most problems in your life can be solved by google.com. Trust me. Google.com. You have If there's no blood coming from your nose, what are you going to do? You're going to go to google.com, right? You want to know what a pip is? You go to google.com. Google.com helps most of your issues. All right, take care. Take care. But yeah, man, GJ is ranging. Range. Gold is now back in this range. So this is how you're identifying ranges. You know, now you're identifying a range that's entering a range. Gonna change this, and then there's another range right over here. Now we're ranging. It's a 30-minute range. Now you have to wait for price to either break down and come down to 1540, or like break above this, break and close above to go further up. Oh, nice. So you have an arrow down, but you're in a buy. Very nice. If it needs to close above, do you mean above the previous close or the previous wick? I would say previous close. Or like most of the time it's just like a ballpark value, like maybe something like this. Like it needs to close above here, like a ballpark value. It's never going to be exact. Like, oh, I need it close exact above this area or exact above. It needs to be like a ballpark close above. Oh, there's a discussion going on about Traders Central Fund. So Traders Central Fund. There we go. We Google it. We get right here. So, oh, proprietary trading. Well, it seems like these guys offer funding to people. That's what they do. They offer funding to people. I've used them. There's some friends of mine. They use them. So there you go, Liam Spalding. The time you're wasting in the chat saying, oh, they can just answer, blah, blah, blah. All that time was saved by just Googling it, and that's it. But you want to waste your time? Well, then, perfect. The audience hasn't changed. Yes, the audience hasn't changed. That's true. It's the same audience, man. But it's good, like people haven't left. They kept coming back. I think we're not buying any cars because this isn't a paid stream. You're here for free. This is a free stream, and you're getting offended with what's said on it. Come on, man. This is literally a free stream, a free charity work. This is what it is.
I just don't get it, because none of these questions are related to any of the charts, anything of what we're doing, and then they get offended when I don't want to answer them, or I'm giving them a snarky response. It's like it doesn't make sense. I don't care what Traders Central Fund does. I don't care what another broker does. I don't care. Well, what if the 4-hour flips bearish on the daily and the 1 hour's bullish? I don't care. Show a chart. Show us the trades you want to execute. Show us trades that have gone bad, and that's it. That's all this chat should be used for, is analysis and the current market conditions. Everything else is noise, and you could probably do that on your own when the stream is done. Like in the next 2 hours, you can go and read up on Traders Central Fund. You can email them. You can say, hey, do you have referrals and references of people who've used this before? Can I talk to them? You can go do all that work on your own. instead of wasting everybody's time here. That's it. It's like nobody's advised anything. This is a live stream just for doing the work that we're doing right now in the live stream. That's all we're doing right now. That's all this is. It says here, it says live Forex trading. It doesn't say opinions and discussions about other groups, other people, other education sites, other proprietary. It doesn't say anything about any of that. That's it. And you guys waste so much time. 90% of the people in the YouTube chat waste so much time on irrelevant things at 8:45 in the morning when you should be looking at the charts, figuring out, hey, is there an opportunity for me to take a trade? Should I start executing? Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like, man, I don't know how you guys survive. I never did this in my life. I never once asked such stupid questions like this. It just never made sense to me to do this. Like, that's like when you go home and you get your Xbox or your PlayStation and you stare at the box and you're like, oh, I should call like Walmart to ask them if I should open the box. Well, how do I open the box? Do I cut the tape off? Do I rip the tape off? Do I open the side of the box? Do I open the top of the box? What should I do? How should I do this? You just do what you believe is correct. It's just stupid. Like, you guys waste so much of your own time. I mean, not wasting my time. I made money this morning. Like, the rest of you guys are just sitting in the chat going, what about this? What about that? Like, enjoy. You'll be in the same spot you were last year. It'll be 2020 all over again for you. You'll be living Groundhog Day. Doesn't bother me at all. I can sit here all day and laugh at you guys and say the exact same thing I've been saying for the last 2 years on this live stream. Don't bother me. People think it's funny when I get triggered. Yeah, because you guys are wasting your time. You're not wasting my time. I'm sitting here. I made money. I made 12,000 this morning.
Now somebody's triggered.
So there you go. Go get triggered. I made 12,000 this morning by trading. What did you guys do? You guys made nothing by talking about something that doesn't matter.
You got Ted started. Here go the rants.
And this is exactly what I missed over Christmas.
Yeah, well, it's just funny because everybody's worried about so much other shit that doesn't matter, and then they're worried about when Raja and Ted get upset or we give responses that aren't favorable to people, and they're like, "See, these guys get triggered." It's like, no, I made my money this morning. You notice I was quiet in the chat. I was just typing away. I was working, and I was looking at the charts, trying to figure out an opportunity for myself.
As you're supposed to do. Not people. I don't know.
You heard the key word when he said opportunity for himself. That means he didn't take any trade that Rakeel did. He took his own trades.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they don't trade alike.
Yep.
Like, Ted's not saying anything. What's going on here?
Yeah. Like, everybody's worried about
it.
everything.
My head's like, what? Like, I don't know. Wow, there's just so much people are so concerned about other people. It's like, worry about yourself, man. Come on. I mean, this is like what Rakeel said. This is free stuff. Take in what he's saying and then apply it to it. Why do you care about what other person's not doing?
I said earlier, there's so much knowledge in this room. It's unreal. We should make the most of it.
Yeah, like that's why, like, funny. I don't really say much, honestly, but like, it's just I just see here and then listen to what Rakeel is saying. You know, okay, all right, he said this. Okay, how can I apply to my trading plan?
I came back just to listen to this.
No, it's just I just, you know, like, people are gonna try and be successful. I don't know how you're gonna be successful. That's all. Like that's my only question to people. Well, see, Liam, you're arguing with me, and I've already explained to you my point of validation to kill all your arguments. If you were posting about a chart, about a trade you took, about a trade you wanted to take, we would be more than happy to help you. But all you've been doing is talking about all these things that don't have anything to do with the stream. That's the whole point. And see, now your level of comprehension is starting to sway, and that's where I'm starting to feel that maybe you have to refine how to follow directions and actually focus on things that matter towards you and apply those in scenarios. Like, if I go to the doctor's office, I'm not going to sit there and talk to the doctor about his wife and kids and how his family's doing. I'm there to make sure that if I'm sick, I get the proper diagnosis. I'm not there to talk about other doctors. I'm not there to ask about, hey, what do you think about my cardiologist? They don't care. They don't care because they're not a cardiologist. They're your family doctor. That's it. They're
What
like,
do you
you
think
don't know.
about my wife's gyno?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I thought I heard. That's why I started lying. I thought he said gynecologist.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
guy.
That's what I heard.
What do you think about my wife's gyno?
Gynecologist?
I'm like,
what?
That's when trust issues start.
Yeah, it's just basically this chat should only be on YouTube. Should only be for trades you're going to take, trades you've already taken, and live analysis discussion. That's what this technically should be for. If everybody followed that rules, there would be so much knowledge being shared.
Yep.
But it just gets cluttered with stupidity. Oh, what do you think about this person? Oh, gold's a buy now? This is a sell now? Like, how can you not just follow simple rules? It just doesn't make any sense.
Do you drive a Lexus?
Yeah.
Also, I think the thing is, like, at this time of the day, these conversations are normal because, you know, we've all taken the trades and made money. Now we're just bored.
Maybe on a Friday.
And we're like, cook some coffee.
We always tend to go off subject a bit, but that's because we're not actually trained. We've already analysed what we're waiting for, going to do.
So yeah, you just shoot the shit pretty much.
Yeah, man, for real. Because that's the whole point.
But I mean, in the beginning of it, was just strictly business.
Look at GJ.
I think that's gold that's on the chart.
No, I'm looking at GJ right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, especially with like the brand new year, like 2020. Like, you know, first couple of days, like for me, first couple of days back, it's like you really want to sit back and just see what's happened over the last few weeks and get back in tune with things. It's like I wouldn't be, I don't know, I just wouldn't have time for that. Like, I mean, the last 2 days, well, yesterday was sort of a recovery day for me, but like that's why like the last 4 hours I've been just reviewing everything and trying to figure out what's been going on. I mean, I have somewhat of an idea because I looked over the weekend, but.
Do you tend to find your first quarter, you've not find it hard, but do you kind of have potentially more losses at the first quarter?
Well, it's right now, it's just been very slow. Like the last couple, like I've taken like 4 trades this week only so far.
Yeah.
And they've been gold trades just because of the way the gold's been moving, but I've been catching them on certain areas. So like right now, I wanted to catch that sell at the top where Rakeel at 1545 because it was in that range. But I don't like the structure on the daily. The daily structure was very weak. So I sort of sat back and I just let it sit.
Yeah, I find after having like, well, I'd say not a long time off, but when you're doing it every day and then you have like 2 or 3 weeks off, just getting your eye back in.
That's right,
It's
yeah.
just, you know, it takes a little while, and I tend to take most of my, well, not losses, but, you know, I'll have not so good days, for example, in the first quarter of the year, which is something I was going to try and improve this year by just going a bit steadier, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's why when you start off the new year, you always start with smaller lot sizes, just because you're away from the charts a little.
Yeah, you know what happened with me that what happened with that, Kev? Since this is my first trading cycle, I actually started with big lot sizes, and I knew I fucked up.
Always, anytime I take a break and I get back, I always start with smaller sizes.
No, nobody told me that. I just literally started with like 2 lots. Boom, boom.
It's just you got to get back in the groove. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like warming up your engine before you jump in the car. You got to warm it up a little.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and that shit fucked me up. I think I lost like 2K in 2 weeks.
Nice.
You just got to get.
I'm on it, you know. I'll play this straight up.
Yeah, like I'm watching the daily structure right now with gold, and it's created a support at like the 1540s. But the problem is, you know, with all the trade rumor and stuff going on, we should drop probably back down into 1520. It's just right now we don't have enough momentum.
Yeah, I'm just looking at DJ right now. I took entries at 142, 800.
Again?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, yeah, because I saw potential on it. Saw a big rejection on the last 30 or 50 minutes, and I know it's gonna hit again target of 143, 100.
Yeah, I took that trade early and I was in drawdown hard. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, I sent the chat, dude.
Oh,
I see it's all in the chat.
Remember, I left very.
Oh, is it? Oh, there's a chat in there saying, look, I fucked up a bit.
20 trades a day. This is my 19.
I was. You need to chill, man.
No. Like whoever tells me I overtrade, I overdo this, and that, and blah, blah, blah. You know, I listen to you guys, but like somebody who tells me like chill or I'm gonna blow your account, I want to see you. Cards and whatever. Anyway.
This sell makes sense. So I guess this is a sell stop then. TP, I think this is going to be the safe TP right here, and based on that safe TP, the stop is going to be too big.
This is what I got right now.
Could work out. Let's see what Mac got.
Raja.
Hi.
Where would you put your stop on gold?
For sells?
Yeah, that's where.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. Like if you, I mean, you would want another candle to close below.
Yeah.
Because with
I
this,
was assuming that this one was gonna close below.
Yeah.
We're not out of that range yet.
Yeah. This will be a big stop.
It's huge. That's why I wasn't gonna put it up there. I would have done it like 1545.
You're better off looking for something over here, down in this area here.
Yeah, I agree.
And then focusing on this part here. I mean, ideally, if you got in over here, you're probably safer. But to try and trade this range over here, you're just going to go all the way up over. Now, once again, if you come back up here and then you notice that this starts to do this again, right? And then you start to push through here, you can probably grab from here. But ideally, I probably want, and I'm looking right now at this area over here, because this portion will probably start the next zone. So if you think about like these areas being your zones, we'll need something to start off over here, and then once we leave that zone,
my bad. I got to look at GT.
Then we're gonna probably come back down to there. That's ideally what you'd want to do, if that's the case.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is so nice. GT just fucking flew.
I trade for our church, and it's hard to get listened in the mornings. I'm new here, so I might not be a good fit for our group. That's cool. Go ask God for some signals.
God?
Oh my!
You got an Instagram?
Trade for our church. Church has money in the market?
Jeez.
What?
You know, church is the biggest scam in the world.
Yeah, man, they have a lot of money.
They have money in the market though? Isn't that against Christianity?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
They have properties and malls and
Wow.
They invest in the stock market also, man.
Probably all those cardinals, they trade fucking.
You have Bitcoin
And they
Can't
invest.
be-
They
can't
mainly
be bothered
invest
with
in
you guys,
weapons,
man.
You know.
Probably touch little kids, they trade fucking Bitcoin.
I just want to say my GJ trade worked out eventually.
Yeah, look at my shit. That shit went up flying.
Churches are non-profit organizations.
Should be.
I don't think so. I think they're for-profit organizations.
No, they're non-profit, but the people give.
They invest their money.
Well,
yeah, they have
for
in
charity,
Italy,
you know.
In Italy, they have massive profit.
Come on, churches they don't pay
too,
taxes, man.
They don't pay property taxes in Spain, for example.
No, in any country in the world they are tax free. So they
Every
make a
country
lot
in
of
the
money.
world.
Yeah.
Every country in the world, they're tax free.
Churches on paper are for profit, but just for the face of it, they're for non-profit.
They always have all the gold too.
Don't you see the person that owns the church, man, and driving all these nice cars? Meanwhile, the congregation is driving on a bus or taking scooters.
The Pope drives an Audi.
But hey, that's not here or there.
Pope.
Yeah.
Oh goddamn! I entered gold buys, but with the wrong lot size.
What?
What?
I entered the gold buys.
Oh,
I'm in
nice.
profit for right now for 10 pips, but I entered with the lower lot size, so
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, that sucks.
Hey, Roger.
Hey,
Hey, how long does it take your Vonage account to clear? Like when you deposit funds in it?
3 days. Oh,
Okay.
like to withdraw or deposit?
Deposit.
Oh, like a day, 2 days
Okay.
max.
Yeah, it's normally like
Okay,
24 hours, I think.
With traders domain with crypto, it's basically in 2-3 hours.
Not even like 30 minutes.
I don't like crypto, man.
Crypto is very fast, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're usually pretty quick. Usually towards the end of the week, we slow down a bit. If like when the markets are moving and obviously all the banks are running full steam, it's rather quick. Over the holidays, it was a little slower just because we weren't working as much. But usually, and I also tell people like don't put withdrawals through on Friday at like whatever, like after the market's closed, because we don't even look at stuff like that. Like I usually tell people, if you're gonna do a withdrawal on a Friday, try and do it like once you're done your trades for the day, just enter it there. Like as long as the market's still open, you'll get your withdrawal within like 24 to 48 hours. But if you put it in after market close, we won't process it till probably market open at most times.
Is it a right time or is it a wrong time when to do withdrawals, like during the volatile section of the market? Because no. Okay. Because I don't understand. That's why I don't withdraw with crypto or deposit. Because I just don't understand it.
Hey, Liam, they're asking about my organization, which I own. So I think I have the opportunity to speak on that because I know about my organization. That's the reason why they're asking questions, and it's related to trading.
Before that dude cut us off, man.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying anything.
So Ted, like I made a withdrawal through crypto and I lost like $500 on the way to my bank.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's
yeah.
That was a lot. Like it dropped a lot.
Oh, okay, so that's not normal.
No, it's not. Normally, you'll probably maybe lose just a percentage. If crypto's volatile that day, that's the other thing you have to watch out for as well.
Okay. I was like, this shit is bullshit.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, we'll have Kevin, we'll have credit and debit up within the next week.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we'll have that, and then we'll also have a direct ACH program as well. So you can do a direct from your bank account.
Nice.
So what do you need? Just a routing?
That's nice.
Your account
number? No, it's all automated on the system. So it'll just.
So what? You log into your bank account through there?
No, you'll log in on the site and it'll log right. Like you'll be able to just enter your checking. It'll be like your debit card.
Wow, fire! So have you seen how they do the 2FA?
One more question that I have to ask you, Ted.
Yeah, go ahead.
For Wire, does it matter if like for U.S. customers, like for example, like I'm the exceptional. Does it matter if I send a wire through U.S. to your bank?
You can't send wires out. You can't do wires from the U.S.
No.
Okay.
So we'll have Visa, MasterCard up very shortly, and then we'll have the ACH option as well.
And what's gonna be the processing fee for debit?
It's all 10 points.
Okay, but the Visa debit is gonna be available for U.S. residents?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that. It'll be. We'll have
to see. What about Amex?
No.
No.
No one does Amex.
I know no one does it. I don't know why.
I thought that
no,
was
there's actually one. I swear to God, I have my Amex gold card for my business, and I tried once with FX Glory, and they actually take Amex, and they actually for using Amex they can give you a bonus.
Ted, why is that all brokers stay away from Amex? Is there a reason why, or just no one does it?
Well, it's the fees.
Yeah, I was going to say there's big fees on Amex. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the merchant, not for the consumer.
That's the same for shops and stuff. Lots of shops don't accept it.
Chris, you're in GJ buys now, sir?
I'm still in GJ buys.
Yeah, me too. I think we're gonna get 143 even.
Man, I was so lucky. I nearly got stopped out by like half a pip.
Yeah, me too. Almost.
Tough.
I actually closed. I closed at 2 pips, and then I re-entered.
Oh, I held it. I thought I was done, to be honest with you. I was like, oh.
No, I was like, as soon as I saw the red, I clicked because I know if the shit was gonna flip, but right now it already topped the previous 50 minutes. So I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm about 12 pips now.
I'm up 6 pips. No,
yeah, well, the whole crypto thing. When people are buying crypto, how come nobody goes to buy crypto in person? Why do people use exchanges?
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm not massively into it. I don't really get how it works.
Personally, I'm not gonna take a trip to Manhattan to Wall Street to go ahead and buy crypto, out of place.
Yeah, but
no. There's personal people like you just go meet a crypto guy and they just do it with you.
There's what's that website again? Fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, like everyone uses these exchanges and they get killed with fees and it takes like weeks for them to do stuff. Like it's really weird. Like
Coinbase.
Like if I exchange crypto, I have a guy in the city and he just I just call him and be like, I need this, and he's like, okay, meet me here.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah,
there's always ways.
Right now in the city in New York, I thought you were coming to New York. What happened?
I might be tomorrow.
You wanna meet up somewhere?
If I do come, yeah. I have a meeting. This afternoon. I have to attend. So that was the only reason. That was the only reason why I didn't come today, because someone flew in. One of my investors flew in like this morning, so I have to go see them.
All right, we'll go for lunch or something. But yeah, on Wall Street, there's like a bunch of little stores where you can buy Bitcoin personally, and they'll charge you those transfer fees and whatnot. But like I said, I'm not gonna go to the city.
You can buy them here in like shops and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just weird. I always see people because I've never really used an exchange before.
I mean, Coinbase has incredibly high fees. Not gonna lie.
Man, the fees are silly. Yeah.
They're incredibly high. Like if you want to hold Bitcoin on Coinbase, I think switch to another wallet.
Yeah, it's a safe option.
I have for Ripples. I have Toast wallet, which is good.
Why don't you guys use cold storage? Is that something you guys are talking about?
The what? What's that?
Cold storage. Like you have a USB with your Ripple or whatever the case may be. And I never leave
No. On your phone.
Huh?
On your phone.
On your phone? No, yeah. I don't leave it. Like me personally, I have it on. All my stuff is on cold storage. I don't put my stuff on the internet or on the net because next you know what happened to Quadriga and these other exchanges. They always have some type of issue. So ever since I kept hearing stories about that, I said, "Fuck that! I'm just gonna put my stuff on cold storage so nobody can access it." It just makes more sense to me.
Yeah, them now know ledger things and stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what exactly. I have a ledger.
Yeah, man.
It works perfectly. It's easy to use. I don't have no issues. Whatever.
Yeah, safest option. Yeah. Well, that I know of, anyway.
Yeah, that sounds smart.
I mean, they're not even that expensive. It just makes sense.
Yeah, Kraken is good.
Kraken's good.
Yeah, I think I used that a few times back in the day. Actually, is that the one been going around for a long time?
Yeah.
I think I did use that before.
But you have to provide a lot of IDs and documentation.
Yes.
A lot of it. And if you own a business, then you have an LLC. You gotta provide your articles of what? No, everything. Yeah, the articles of organization or incorporation, ownership, everything. So, but it's safe. It's a lot safer than I guess Coinbase, Kraken. Chris, you think we might pass 143 even?
That's been such a strong level, mate. I'm not too sure. I'm considering closing, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's just that level's been strong for like all earlier as well. It's it's obviously got an interest there.
Just gonna see how this 30-minute closes.
And it's also like where we are now is the close of last week as well. Whether that makes a difference or not, but I always kind of take that into consideration too.
Right.
Oh, see, I'm watching it on the 5-minute now, just to keep an eye. It looks fine on the 5-minute. I think we'll feel this week will get filled. I think on the 5. So
it's current 5 minutes. A lot of rejection to the bottom. So continuing up.
I mean, I'm quite happy where we are right now. I mean, my target, I've only put a target on. I was just going to take profit in a minute, 10 pips, leave a run, and potentially get up to like, I don't know, just 143.05 or something. We'll see. As soon as I see a 5-minute go below the previous one, I think I'll close.
Yeah, if it goes below the previous one, yeah.
Yeah, man. I've already done alright today, so I'm not in no rush. And plus, to be fair, this is a lucky trade, man. I should have been stopped out, so
yeah,
I'll quite happily take it.
Yo.
What's up?
Happy New Year's.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Happy New Year, buddy.
Okay. I got off late. I got off work like quick today. At least I'm not late. It looks like
Nice. I like this 5 minutes.
What's a paper wallet? I'm all being thick. I'm not Googling it because I'm laying in my chair, but...
You lazy fuck.
Man, I've never heard of it. I don't
Hyper wallet?
No, paper.
Paper.
Paper, you know what you write on?
In accordance to cryptos.
I see. That's another way of storage, I assume. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, man, makes sense.
Yeah, pretty much what it is I think it's just a code or alphanumeric code that's put on paper that you can access.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, man,
I think it's just as good as the thing I was mentioning earlier.
Like Nano, yeah.
Yeah, like the Nano, yeah. It's just on paper, so yeah.
Yeah, I closed the GJ.
Yeah, Max, same. Yeah.
Yo, I thought of GJ touching 142.
We closed good.
1.2.
Yeah, I closed that.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's me done for today. I ain't playing no more.
I'm glad you closed it because I'm gonna start buying it.
Yo, y'all guys had GJ buy?
Yeah, I was in GJ buys from about 80. Where was it? 83, I think. I can't remember.
I sold it.
83.
I sold it from 143, 1.5.
Oh, from up there? Yeah, man, makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to just take it out because it looks like it's going to come back up. But tap my stop loss, which is break even, and come back down. Or either I'm going to just keep this hold on and see if it could 142.2 reach level. Or, I'm sorry, 143.3 reach level. Probably.
I mean, I think that 4 hours got potential if it keeps going. You know, it's got potential to get up a lot higher yet, to be fair. But you've got to wait. It's going to be a bit of time. It's all slowing down now as well, so.
Yeah, so I'm going to head off here.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, for the second
Nice
time.
one,
Bye,
bud.
guys.
Oh, damn, I just gamed. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Mr. Rakeel, thank you so much.
All right, man. Thank you.
Everybody go like the video.
Thank you.
We're coming back, Roger.
Don't overtrade. Don't over risk.
Oh, we almost got 300 likes.
I'm just living my runner.
Shut up, Bobby. Bye.
Take care.
Man, go to her. Sure.
See you tomorrow. Trade with Monty, 2 a.m. in the morning.
Hey, Andre, arriba.
Ándale, hijo de la madre. Bye.